Welcome to this channel about SimCity BuildIt. There is a lot of confusion on how trains work in the game. There is little help about it, which I still find unusual, and they closed the official website of the game, most probably because they had to explain the operation of the trains, and it seems that they are cutting costs. But well, luckily here you have this channel which I hope you can find useful. There is a lot of help in the videos in Spanish, which I'm translating, but you have the tricks in English in the website islatlas.com. I explain the basic operation of the trains. My name is Atlantis, and I belong to the Isla Atlas Club. With the trains, a real fear was instilled in all the mayors, and with good reason, but I hope that with this help it will be a little more bearable, all this about the trains. First of all, you can install the trains by reaching level 13 of City Experience. With that requirement, the dreaded trains are unlocked. You will see the trains, in essence, are one station with a track that enters and leaves the station, making a closed route. It's as simple as that, that's all it takes. But that's not all. The second thing to keep in mind is that the stations must be placed near residential areas so that there are passengers who want to take them. If you put it in a deserted area of inhabitants, there will be no passengers, and you will not be able to ship trains, so you will not receive the currency of the trains, which are the rail simoleons. Once you understand this, you should know that the game initially provides you with 2 train stations and 1 train. You can do 2 things: either you make 2 train circuits, 1 for each train station, or you put 2 stations and join them with tracks, which is the other possibility. It is indistinct initially, so choose what suits you best. Note that railroad tracks cannot be placed on roads. That is, you can cross roads, but they cannot go in the same place as a road. This implies that you need space for the tracks, obviously, apart from the station's own space. That's what people rightly complain about, because if you already have your city done, you have to remove areas so you can put them in. The only good thing is that it doesn't require the stretch of track to be big or anything, just that it makes a loop, or that 2 stations are joined by the railroad track. They don't have to be one on one corner and the other on another corner of your town. The only thing, try to have buildings around so that passengers can enter, just that. The train tracks can be found on the right side of your screen, in the roads icon. The train stations are located in services. If you notice, when you open the services and specializations, there is a new icon at the top, where the services are, which says public transport. When you click on it, we have a station enabled, the small railroad station. I have here already enabled the medium railroad station, which gives a little more passengers. Well, as you can see, when the public transport is active, you see some white lines that are the connection lines between the buildings on which the station influences how the passengers go to the station, and in the station indicates the number of passengers that you get per hour. In this one here, you can see that it shows euro passengers per hour. This is because the station is full and there is no more room. And the one above shows 266 passengers per hour, because I installed it this morning and it has not been filled yet. The point is that both stations work well. That is to say, the tracks are correctly placed and the station influences residential areas. You will see above each station a balloon with a passenger icon. When you click on one, you will see the selected railroad station. The first thing I'm going to do is to ship a train so you can see the process, and then I'll go into details. The shipment is very simple. At the bottom there is a train icon with a number. That tells us the number of trains available. If there is still none available, a clock will appear indicating that there is still time for the next one to arrive. When that blue button has a number, click on it, choose a train from those available, take waiting passengers, take it to the center as when you manufacture or elaborate something in the factories, and then send. As I have another train, I do it again, in case it is not clear. I click on the blue button. I take the available train I have, load the train with passengers, and send. It's as simple as that. Normally, when you start, what you will see are 2 decreasing times, one at the top and one at the bottom, as you can see now. The one at the top indicates how many passengers are going to arrive at that station and when they are going to arrive. The one at the bottom indicates how much time is left for the next train to be available. When the top counter finishes, the seats you have available will be filled. I have 4 because I paid SimCash for those slots, similar to when I did it to have more free slots in the commercial buildings. When no more passengers can arrive, a message will appear warning you that the station is full, and until you don't ship trains, you won't free space, and the counter will start again for new passengers to arrive. If the counter below reaches 0, you will have 1 train available, and if enough time passes, and you have more trains enabled and purchased, then the number of trains in the icon will increase. So, you will only have to refill trains and shipment of passengers. What is the goal of all this? Well, it is not very clear. The only clear thing is that you get rail simoleons. With this type of simoleons, you can buy train items, train cards, and other items. To do this, we will open the commercial building of the train. Once you are on the screen of any station, it is the icon on the right. When you click on this icon, a kind of event appears, but it is actually the train commercial building. The first ones that appear with light blue background are going to appear basic items of all kinds to buy, but mainly items of trains. The items of trains are 4: the bolts, the conductor hats, the vintage lanterns, and the pickaxes. I have put them from cheapest to most expensive. But as you can see, many others can appear: nails, paints, etc. A little further to the right are those with a green background, which are a little more exclusive items, expansion items, VU items, and also rail tokens, which serve to expand the rail simoleons wallet, which I will explain a little later. Each of these items, no matter what they are, but that are in this commercial building, will be paid in rail simoleons or in sim cash. If we go a little further to the right, what you see are cards to buy new trains, and notice that one of them appears full because free cards are appearing. I don't know how long it will last, so if you have them, take them. Don't miss them. Because as you can see, the cards cost sim cash and everything you get for free is perfect. One thing to note, this commercial building changes every 24 hours. So after that time, what is offered will be different. But something to keep in mind on this screen is what you see at the top. The first thing you see is the storage of your city, so you know the capacity you have, and the next is your wallet of rail simoleons, as if it were the neobank. There you only see the rail simoleons you have, but this wallet has a capacity which you must increase as soon as you can. To do this, you must have a certain number of rail tokens, and to expand it, just click on the symbol of a green up arrow. This new window will tell you your wallet level and the current and maximum capacity of your wallet. When you expand it once, you will go to level 2. It requires more and more rail tokens to grow the wallet. You can see that I have it at level 5. Increasing this level is important because until you reach a certain wallet level, certain trains are not enabled. And having more trains is extremely important to get good rail simoleons. That's why I say that if you can, improve it as soon as possible. Notice that every time I enter the commercial building, the little wheel that indicates that it is connecting to the SimCity BuildIt server is activated, and when I leave too. Remember, if you found it useful, to like it so that YouTube promotes it more, and hit subscribe and the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Well, basically these are the trains. People miss a clear objective. It's obvious that better stations will get more passengers and better trains will get more rail simoleons, but what for? It may be another way to get special items, which is not bad, but it misses a purpose a little more. What do I know? More spectacular than the trains themselves. Some special item for the city, I don't know. Something distinctive. I hope that with time it will become clearer and understand everything a little better. What is important for you to understand is that with only 1 train and 2 stations, you are very limited in everything related to trains, so even new tasks and train milestones become especially hard. But as soon as you buy your second train, the trains take a little turn for the better. If you've been especially thrifty on SimCash, you can do like me, who spent about 1200 SimCash to get 2 trains, 3 stations, which gives me a bit of a break. The train I bought is the Simio Plus B, which loads in just 10 minutes, which will come in handy to speed up the tasks of trains, and waiting for more slowly to acquire new trains, even accessories that should be coming, such as bridges or even subway, why not? Finally, if you want to know how to buy new trains, just go to a station and click on the lower icon of the locomotive. There you will see the trains available, their characteristics and their requirements. Important to know what is required. You also need a lot of rail simoleons to buy them, so start shipping and saving with this currency. Let's look forward to improvements to the trains. As for the moment, they don't cross through water, so special bridges will come, for sure, new tracks, or something in later updates. Remember that if you want to send your design to appear in a video of the channel, you can do it through the link that I leave in the video description. I hope you found it useful. See you at SCBI. Greetings to all.